Welcome to a video tutorial on annotation. So with annotation, almost all good students, even good readers, they annotate while they're reading. Okay. And some of you, this may be a new notion about annotation. And so some of you may have never heard of annotating. So basically annotation is note-taking. It's marking up your text, and you're basically interacting with the text that you're given, whether that's a article, whether it's your textbook, or notes. So that's what basically annotating is. It's interacting, it's note-taking, it's marking up your work, your pieces of work. So looking here, basic annotation. So first part, what you want to do, a good way is to first number your paragraphs. So you're going to want to go through and number those paragraphs. That's a good way to indicate, to know where you're going to be beginning and where you are ending. It's a good guide to indicate to you, so that when you're making notes or making notations or marks on your text, that or your article, that you're able to reference what you're writing about. Second step, you're going to want to circle any key terms. You can even highlight key terms or quotes or essential words. Now, that not all articles or pieces of work will have certain quotations or essential words, but they're going to be key concepts, key words to you, something that may be unfamiliar or something you feel that is important that you're going to want to circle, highlight. It says to circle, but you can highlight, you can underline. It's just you interacting with the text. Now, there is a difference. Now, when we say highlight, that's what we mean by highlighting. It's highlighting, it's circling, it's for unfamiliar or important concepts, key terms. That doesn't mean to mark up the entire text, because then it loses its importance when it comes to highlighting. So that is step 2. You're going to want to circle, highlight, underline key terms, essential words, so on. Okay? Key facts, people, quotations that you feel are important. So that's step 2. Step 3. Similar to what we've been doing in chapters 2 and 3, when main idea and supporting details, you're going to want to underline or circle or highlight the author's argument or main idea. Okay, what are they trying to argue? Something? Are they trying to give information, being persuasive or informative? Basically, what is your article about? Try to figure that out. So that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to underline or circle or highlight that important. And then you're also going to want to then, like we do in chapter 3, supporting details. So you're going to want to find supporting details to that main idea. What's the topic? Sentence. Basically, what's the subject matter? What's the main idea? And then you want to find the supporting details that follows. And we're going to be able to use this and apply it to in the coming weeks when it comes to our outlines. But the important thing is for you to interact with the text, try to find the main idea, and then supporting details within the text. So as you're reading, just doing that. Again, when it comes to highlighting, do not highlight the entire text. That is a common mistake that most students will make. But again, it comes with practice. So the more you're reading and the more you're thinking, asking yourself questions, you maybe ask yourselves the 5 W's and 1 H. Who is it about? What is it about? Where or when was it written? Where is it going? Okay. How is it going to support this main idea? What is the main idea? Why am I reading it? Why is the author reading it or writing it? So that's what you want to ask yourself, and keep asking yourself that. You can even put that on the side of the text. Why is it written? What is the main idea? How are we going to support that main idea? And so on. So again, margin notes, and this is if you have a hard copy or even if you are writing in your text. Again, you're going to see shortly, and you'll be able to do this next week when it comes to annotating. You're going to be annotating an article, and within that article, again, the wonderful thing about the Google Documents is that you can already interact with them and make notes about them. I, for one, like to print out mine and then interact with it, write in it, because sometimes I do like to write lengthy notes, but again, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, so again, this is just a summary of what we've been going over. But again, just remember that annotating is basically interacting with the text. It's basically note taking on your text or your article and so on. So we're going to see that in action now. So we're going to go here, camel spiders. So on a weekly basis, not this week, but starting the following week, you're going to be working with certain pieces of articles to annotate. Okay. Usually I'll give you a topic, something hopefully fun. They're very relevant. Okay. And you'll read these on your own. Okay. And I'll just do a couple of them, for example. You'll read them. And then again, they're going to have questions that follow. And basically these questions are basically directions or of annotating. It's just to get you in the habit of annotating and working through that. Sometimes they will ask you to highlight. So first things first, like we do in annotating, it's going to ask you number the paragraphs. Okay, place the number either at the beginning or at the end of the paragraph. So I like to do the beginning. So if I go here, I like to, and you can have fun with it, whatever you want. I know having fun with it, but again, what do you feel? Okay, so that's one. So again, sometimes that doesn't, it changes the format. So you're going to go one. So this is what I like to do. So I go one. And sometimes maybe, yes, I will bold it. So you have your bold up here, and I'll bold it. Or you can press Control B, as in boy. Okay. 2. Bold again. Okay. That's 2 paragraphs. So this right here, this is a subheading. So this is what this next section is about. Solifugids, not spiders. So that's 3 right here. Okay. So this would now count as a paragraph. And it does get a little tricky when it comes to quotations, so I'm just numbering. Okay. And the reason I say the quotations is that sometimes in the quotes, they will have just one quote separated. So, and I'm just numbering these paragraphs here. Almost done. So again, this is non-venomous arachnids. This is another subheading. So this is what our next section. So again, doing so, numbering. Again, I'm just showing you examples of what to do. However you want to format it, okay? So question 2 says how many paragraphs are in the article, and you could just, where it says type the answer, you just type the answer. So I'll just type over it, okay? And I'll put 12, okay? And then yellow, highlight the title. Again, this is part of the annotating. And so on here, we're going to go back up here and annotate the title, highlight it. And it says to highlight it in yellow. And so highlight color, let's choose yellow. So there you go. See, highlighting there. And then what is the title? And you'll type the title there. And what that is Camel Spiders, Murderous Speed Demons of the Desert. Then it says green, highlight the source to the data in the article. So where is it from? So where is it published, basically? And if you look here, it's right here. How Stuff Works, adapted by Newsella art staff. Okay? So, green. Okay? And then we'll do the last one here. Again, what is the topic or the subject of the article? Well, once you read, and you'll know, and the title sometimes gives you an indication, but I already know. So what kept coming up was, again, I know it's about camel spiders. So I'm going to put camel spiders right here for number 7. Now, it's going to ask you, highlight the main idea argumentative claim in the article. So and I'll give you always a hint. The sentence is in one of the last 2 paragraphs of the article. So if you look here, so here's the last 2 paragraphs here, 11 and 12. So in here is your main idea. So you're going to look through here and try to figure that out. Okay? And more than likely, you'll look through and you'll try to figure out, it's about camel spiders. And so what are they trying to say, about camel spiders? So again, you'll have to look through and ask yourself, what is the main idea? Once you find that sentence, then you highlight. So hopefully this helps. This is annotating. And then with that, you'll be able to make some notations here. You can add a comment. This is a Google Doc, so you can add comments. You can even write notes in a different, under the text, and interact with that. And you can put it in different font color if you wish, and type here, type notes here. It's just you interacting with it. That is basically what annotating is. And you can do that with anything in English, in science, history, math even, and so on. So hopefully you found this helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions regarding annotating. And next week you will have an assignment concerning annotating. Thank you.